Hello, everyone. I do have pizza sauce on my shirt. I just realized that. Oh, gosh. Never a dull moment. Anyways, welcome to my page. My name's Amber, and I have pizza sauce on my clothes. It is Wednesday. We're going to craft something. I brought it home. Did not forget it this time. And I am telling you right now, I think it's going to be absolutely adorable. I think it's going to be so cute. What the heck? Did you see that just like get me on my cheek? What the world? What the world? Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Let me pull it up on Facebook. Who knows what it is? Oh, where it is. We had the door open. We had a lot of rain. Could be a mosquito. I'm not really sure. Let me see. Pull up myself over here. Hello, pizza sauce shirt. You all notice it. I know you do. The weird hair. Hello, everyone. We're just gonna acknowledge it while it's here. I was gonna change my shirt, and I was like, oh, can I change my shirt? And then I didn't, and then I was looking for my paint colors, and then I got distracted, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and do our craft. And then I just realized as I was sitting down, I don't really see what's in front of me. And then I realized as soon as I went live, I was like, oh my gosh, I can see it. It's too late now. It's fine. That's when you know the pizza was good. Julie, it was okay. My husband likes a plain pizza with pepperoni and cheese, or just cheese. He is very basic when it comes to his pizza choices. And he really likes Little Caesars, and I'm not so much a fan of Little Caesars. But he went and got the pizza, so I really can't complain. But I had a breadstick with pizza, like marinara, and then it dropped on my shirt. Because, you know, that never happens to anyone else. Oh my gosh, you just did 2 of the Mother's Day kits are so cute. Well, I'm glad you did those. I'm glad you love those. Hello, everyone. Yes, where are you watching from? I would love to know that. I am broadcasting live on my show from my kitchen island and on my messy counter on Crafters Row in the great state of Georgia in the town of Rankin. I couldn't just be like, hey, I'm coming to you from Rankin. You with jalapenos? I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Please, like, I need to just give you my phone number so you can just call me and be like, hey, we're going someplace good. If you want to come along. Boring pizza. I don't like Little Caesars very much. Michelle loves Little Caesars. They need to have their temperatures taken, because I'm not a fan. You always wear any sauce you eat. Same right here. Right there. Hello from North Carolina. What's up? Deer Park, Texas. Oh, you know what's funny, Terry, is I have a lot of people who follow from Texas. And when I go to the like analytics of my Facebook page and I look at like the viewership of people, it says that this top state that follows my page is in Texas. Texas, which is absolutely craziness. I do look forward to the videos, the kitchen island crafts. We're gonna have to do like, I don't know. I feel like my other counter at the other place is like, it's like a butcher block from IKEA, and I put it on top of these Lowe's cabinets. Y'all, it's so janky. That's my craft station in my craft room at the warehouse, which was also the same station that I had in the craft shed. And I had just enough room to like craft in a section. And then everything that I typically use surrounds me. And I know that there's got to be a better way there's got to be a better way to create like a crafting station that doesn't feel like it's so overwhelming. This is overwhelming, but it's also like not meant for this. So again, here I have a little craft area, little area here. You wear everything you eat too. I mean, we all need a shirt that says, drop it here. In fact, we don't need a shirt that says that because that would 100% happen. Oh, goodness. Hello, Shelly. Hi, you guys. It doesn't matter where I craft from. Edith, I'm glad that you said that because it really matters where I craft at. Because I feel like this is overwhelming. It's so overwhelming. Hello, everyone. All right. Oh, goodness. Let's get on with it, shall we? Drop it here. I mean, I think that would be like a viral t-shirt. Drop it here. Yeah. Okay, so I have the, I'm like, where's my wax paper? It's right here. Hello, everyone. Y'all, this one's going to be adorable. It's going to be adorable. If you've not gotten this one, it is the Saluting Uncle Sam. It's so stinking cute. Oh, gosh. The weather is icky here. Well, that's no fun. That's no fun. Drop it like it's hot. It's like drop it like he was trying to eat it or something. I don't know what the saying is, but it's definitely like we need a shirt for people like that. Not much longer. How's the building coming? It's coming, Pam. It's coming. The electrician will be here on Monday. I thought it was this past Monday, so I stayed home from work. I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and then I was like, are you still coming today? And he was like, no, ma'am, it's actually next Monday. I was like, oh. That would be correct because his email said May 13th. I was like, oh gosh, okay. I don't even know what day it is. Don't even know. All right, let me double check myself really quick. Okay, this is so stinking cute. It's called the Saluting Uncle Sam. It's got the most adorable little, there's not a whole lot of like layers and pieces because of the way that this is, but we're gonna paint it super cute. It's gonna be so absolutely adorable. And this goes on there. These are our pieces. The little birdie goes right here. And it looks like I have everything else. The stars, the USA, the sleeve portions. I'm actually so tired, believe it or not, but I'm really excited to do this. This one's cute. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Why, is there a reason why I switched? I mean, here's the thing. I get the wax paper if I can get it. If I can't get the wax paper, I get parchment paper. I have craft paper by the huge roll at my warehouse that I usually roll out first, and I'll like cover my craft mat with it. And then I still put wax paper down. I've always used wax paper. Pretty much always use wax paper. But it's hard to come by sometimes. You're with me, you're tired tonight. Girl, here's what's happening. I sometimes do not make responsible decisions, and I will sit and watch. So I'm rewatching. Some of y'all may not like the series. Some of y'all may be like, I watched it from the beginning. Some of y'all may be like, I'm gonna pray for you type of thing. Some of y'all may never watch it nor care to hear about it. But I watched The Walking Dead from the very beginning. Like the very first episode, watched watch it with my dad. He started, you know, watching it, would sit on the couch and be like, I don't know how you're watching this. And he's like, it's just a movie. It's just a show. And I'm like, okay. So you follow the storyline. You get to know the people. You follow the storyline. You get really connected. And then you realize that it's really great makeup and graphics and stuff like that. Nevertheless. So Dylan started rewatching it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to rewatch that too. And so I started rewatching it a few weeks ago, and I was watching last night, and I just was like, how do I not remember this episode? How do I not remember this episode? How do I not remember? And so I just kept watching. I was like, I bet I missed the whole season. I probably missed a whole season. How did that even happen? Because I normally would not do that. And so I was up entirely too late last night watching The Walking Dead. And it was the season where I did not know if some of y'all ain't seen it. You're probably not going to watch it, but I'm going to tell you anyways. So it was the episode section where Daryl goes off, and then he like finds the dog and meets the dog's owner, and she lives in this cabin. And I'm like, what? And it was like 6 years ago or like 5 years ago. And I'm like, it does little flashbacks and then like flashes forward. And then I was like, he was gone from Alexandria for so long. And then he just like shows back up with his dog. How did I miss that whole like little section there? Like, what happened? I'm like, I always thought like, how did he get the dog? I always wondered, you know, and I missed it. I missed that part. Oh my gosh, your cousin loved it. I've never seen a single episode. You remember that episode? Well, I don't remember that episode. And then tonight I was watching it with my husband, and we were watching the episode where they tell the backstory of Negan. And I was like, he was actually a good guy. He was a good guy. He was a bad guy. Let's face it, he was a loser. He was a gym teacher. He was not loyal to his wife. He was a gamer. He was kind of lazy. Stepped out on his wife. Didn't do like a lot of anything good. And then she found out she had cancer. And then like the apocalypse happened. And then he basically dedicated his whole life for the rest of her life until she like died to like caring for her. He even like figured out how to give her like chemotherapy. Not for real, because it's all TV, but you know what I'm saying. So he figured out how to power the freezer to keep the chemotherapy stuff in the refrigerator at temperature, and like he really went all out. And then he had to go find more medication, and then people like found him, like held him. And because they held him, he didn't get back to his wife. And then she put a bag over her head. She took a bunch of pills. She died. And then he just basically lashed out at the world. And then became who we all know as Negan. And at the end of that episode, in case y'all were wanting to know, Negan's a bad guy. He has the bat with the barbed wire wrapped around it. And at the end of the episode, it kind of makes sense how he just was portraying to be something that he wasn't. But then when he burned the bat, it was kind of like closure for him, that he finally had to accept like being angry wasn't the solution, and being that person wasn't going to ever change the past, that he had to move forward and just do what she would have done, which is a really good story. They're all bad people at some point, but there is good moral situations, you know, at some point in time. His name is Negan, Negan, Negan. And if you're not familiar with who Negan is, and you watched Grey's Anatomy, Negan is Denny. Yeah. Negan is Denny. And who Izzy cut the LVAD wire. Just saying. He's so worth those sleepless nights. Oh, yes. Oh, your name is, oh, yeah, it's Negan. Yeah. So anyways, I did get my AC fixed. Absolutely. I sure did. All right, let's get our stuff together, shall we? Shall we? Oh, you finished your sunflowers today. That's awesome. You got me hooked on The Resident, which may have been a mistake before my 9-hour spine surgery. I'm really sorry. You think that was his real wife that played his wife on the show on The Walking Dead? Really? Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't even know. Sawyer has decided his bedtime isn't the same time as the rest of the household. He was doing so good going to bed at 7, but nope, not tonight. Well, you know, I had one of those babies. I think it was Dylan. Dylan did not want to go to bed when everyone else went to bed. Dylan wanted to be the boss, and Dylan would be up until sometimes 11 o'clock midnight. 11 o'clock at midnight, something like that. But anyways, hopefully he will go to sleep soon. Hopefully. All right, let me go over my colors with you. I have Vivid Blue. Go ahead and shake these up. Look at that. It's just a vibrant, it's a vibrant primary blue. Y'all are gonna love it. All right, and then we got, this is Yellow Ochre. Let me move this over here, more like so. I just put my sleeve right in there. It was my birthday today. My daughter took me out for lunch. That's awesome. What is the crab and the palm tree? It is called, did you type in crab palm tree? Because it should come up under that. Little Pig, I know. Little Pig, let me in. Yep. He was a monster. I did not like Negan at all. I figured he had to have a backstory though. We're also gonna do Tuscan Red. Shake, shake, shake. Let's do this one. And I did get this is Evergreen. Yes, everyone tell her happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Look at them colors. It looks very primary colors. Hello, Julie. What is up, you guys? All right, we're gonna do this sable brown. Hi, Lisa. I'm gonna mix a little bit of a lighter color with that. And I have Light Mocha. You haven't been seeing him in a lot of movies lately? I didn't really see him in any movies. When he killed Glenn, that was awful. I mean, it was terrible. And it wasn't just Glenn. You gotta remember it was Abraham too, but I was not much of a fan of Abraham at all. And if I'm being really honest, I really do not like Eugene. I don't know why. I mean, he's done some good things, but I don't like him. They are older movies? Oh, I don't know. Older movies with Negan? I don't know what movies he's ever been in. I didn't watch that. I didn't watch, I don't know. Depends on probably the movie. I do have a cup of water just in case I need it. I've got my plate of paint. This was the warm beige. I think I forgot to tell you that one. I told you evergreen. I did white and black. And everything is on this plate right here. So super cute. He played in The Good Wife. Oh. I know they filmed in Georgia. And there's like, I looked it up on Google because I was curious. Apparently the place where they filmed The Walking Dead, like the Alexandria place and the Hilltop and the Kingdom and all those places are all in proximity to each other. And over the course of 6 and 8 years, they had built these faux neighborhoods in real towns. And it showed like the set of like where they built it and like the outside area of where it was. I don't know. It's very interesting. I don't know if my neighbors or our town would be very happy if someone had to look at a movie set for like 6 to 8 years. People would probably not be very, very pleasantly happy with that. Anyways, so we're gonna work on our little basket that looks like a flag. It really does. It looks like a flag. So I'm gonna cut through these lines. Oh my goodness, come on, come on. Okay, we got it this time. We got it. I don't know, there's a lot of movies that are filmed in Savannah. You and April Blue need to go see Unsung Hero. What's it about? Sounds like I don't know what it's about. Oh, you like the Uncle Sam? It's over there. It's over there hanging out by the frog. So I do score these lines on here, but I like to make mine a little bit deeper than what they are. Just a little bit. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. We are not staining this. We're not doing it in a rustic finish. We're actually gonna do it in a really bold and colorful and vibrant look. And that's not norm. That is not the norm for me typically. I gotta get a paper towel, hang on. So sorry about that. So sorry about that. I got me 2 paper towels, just in case. Okay, so we're gonna use, we're gonna do the red, white, and blue on here. So this is gonna be blue, this is gonna be red and white, and then the letters are going to be white. It's a true story about a contemporary Christian group, King and Country. It's a must-see movie. Oh, I have to look that up. Hello, everyone. I know a couple of my friends were also crafting and they were live. I think Beth was doing something. I think somebody else was also doing something. I can't remember. Sorry, I need to clean out some of this red out of this. Just a little bit. You see that? That'll get mixed up in with the white and it will be pink. And I don't want no pink. Okay, let's do the red first with a different brush. Let's do, not that one. I'm going to use this one. Get my brush wet. I feel like there's a little bristle that's like hanging out. Okay, so we're gonna do red first. And there's water on my brush. And I'm just gonna go right up to it and paint it in. They film a lot of movies in North Carolina. Really? I feel like that's true. Not saying that it's not true. I feel like that is possible. You said it's possible, and they film a lot of movies there. I guess it's not the right way to agree with you or be curious about that. I was trying to think of like, oh, I think of some movies that I've seen that have been filmed in North Carolina. I know it's probably true because you said it's true. I wish that they would say in the beginning of a movie where it's filmed so that you can be like, oh gosh, there's this movie I watched. It's filmed in so-and-so. I love that stuff. I love to know all the details. Are you coming to hang out with me?
No, I'm hungry now.
Oh.
I didn't eat any pizza at work today.
You did not eat any pizza?
I just worked through lunch and then
What?
I put some of those like little quiche bites.
I saw that.
And I ate like 4 of those.
Is there a reason why you did not eat lunch?
I just really wasn't hungry at all.
You weren't feeling Tommy's pizza?
Not really that. I just wasn't hungry. Not at all.
There's this pizza place in town.
That was delicious.
It is really good pizza. However, it's very controversial. If you live in our area and you are a member of any Facebook group that pertains to the county, the town, anything in particular, you know that there is this big old talk and constant drama going on with Tommy's Pizza. And my sister was so hyped
I love Tommy's pizza.
before we ever got it.
What is this? Oh,
It looks like a half-eaten pizza.
that's what I was just about to say.
But I think it's just torn. Maybe. There's no way somebody took that big of a bite.
It's like perfectly.
It's like all the toppings are missing. That's crazy. So anyways, April comes around a few months ago and was like, have you seen and heard about this new pizza place? And I was like, no. She's like, well, everybody in the Facebook groups is talking about it. And I was like, oh, they are?
Just like that. I love your impressions, I swear. Go on.
Oh, can I go on with my impression?
Go on.
So anyways, listen, you are ruining my storytelling moments because you do not sound like that, but I have to make it sound like not me.
Okay.
So you have to be a character.
Perfect.
Okay.
I can do that.
Okay. You don't really have a choice because
You're gonna do it anyway.
what do you want me to make you sound like?
No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay. So she tells me she's like, have you heard of this place in the Facebook group? It's this new pizza place and it's supposed to be like real, like New York style pizza. And I was like, instantly my mind is like, okay. We all know that in order to really get New York style pizza, you have to go to New York, in my opinion. And you have to really get it from someone where it's like truly like authentic. So I'm open-minded. I'm willing to be a supporter. And so I decide to go on my own little Facebook adventure and start reading in these Facebook groups in the comments. And let me tell you, when I say it has been a whirlwind of a season of episodes, it's been a whirlwind of a season of episodes.
Yeah.
It's open, it's not open. They have food, they don't have food. They're closing, they're not closing. Someone's in jail, someone's not in jail. I mean, there's a Facebook page, there's not a Facebook page. They deliver, they don't deliver. They're closed again. There's a line out the door. There's multi-hour waits.
In the very beginning, it was pretty crazy.
So in the very beginning, all the discussion was about like this new place coming to town.
Well, the reason why everyone wanted to try it was because the guy is from New York, and he's very blunt and very matter of fact, and like
he is a very much okay. If I can describe a personality to someone, okay, I'm very blunt. I'm very matter of fact, super sassy, very straightforward.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But this guy was like tooting his own horn. This is going to be the best pizza you've ever had.
Yeah. So
he was so smart though the way he did it, because everyone was like.
So the best way to market a business, according to Tommy, and I'm merely speculating my opinion, but what it presented as is get a bunch of people to talk a bunch of crap, because that's when people come out the most. Notice that?
Yeah.
If you say something good about a business, or, oh my gosh, I had a great dinner time at so-and-so, people are like, two folks are like.
I posted my own experience about the
dog place.
The dog's place. It got like maybe 8 or 9 comments. And
Yeah. But then someone else made a comment and complained about their experience there, and
it got attacked in the comments.
And there's like 287 million comments.
Yeah.
People who don't even live in the state. Just making it up. I mean, people may or may not live in the state. I don't know. They probably moved out of town, but they're still in the group. You know, they were once residents. Yeah. Nevertheless, people will come out for the drama. So before he opened, there's all this talk from a couple of people who are known trash talkers, but they're used as tools to help people market their business. They get the word out.
I mean, it works.
So this guy will go in this groups and he'll post like every day, 2 or 3 times a day, something about some place that he wants to get the word out about. And it typically is always provoking controversy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%. Best pizza in town. It's not even open yet. So first of all, how do you know it's best pizza in town? Ain't nobody got an opinion but the people who were there. So anyways, could you imagine if I went on there and had anything whatsoever to say?
Anybody that says anything negative about Tommy's, they get blasted. Just blasted. And then what's crazy is if you're giving your honest review, give your honest review. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
No one should get blasted for that.
Yeah.
And no one should feel like they have to post anonymously.
So I am like, the pizza's okay.
I think the pizza is absolutely freaking delicious.
I think the pizza is okay, personally. But there's a couple of the pizzas that are spectacular. Couple that are spectacular. And it's, for me, what I've learned is the other pizzas are very just pizza, but the vodka margarita pizzas that have the vodka margarita sauce are spectacular. Would you agree? The basic pizzas are basic pizza. The vodka margarita sauce
See,
pizzas.
I'm more of a fan of, so like, I like is it the Brooklyn style?
Yeah, but the Brooklyn style has the vodka margarita sauce.
doesn't.
No?
No. It's just so good. It's just so good. It's literally just cheese and sauce. And it's so good.
I don't know if I had that one.
We had it at work one day. I think you ate a piece of it. It was just cheese.
Well, nevertheless, I think the pizza's okay. I like Papa John's.
Girl.
She's
You're
rolling.
comparing his pizza to Papa John's?
I
I'm
didn't
dead.
say I was comparing his pizza to
what?
Papa
You know
John's.
what pizza I love? Donato's.
Oh, Donato's is really good.
The thin.
Yeah,
I just
Donato's
love
is really
Donato's
good.
Pizza. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Brooklyn style pizza is your favorite? Well,
I've never had it. It was delicious. That was amazing.
I'm going to do this blue. Doing it blue, and then we're going to do our white. Look at these colors. So anyways, today we had Tommy's Pizza for lunch. And wasn't it the Drunken Grandma?
Probably. What was it?
I think it was the Drunken Grandma.
Yeah, the Drunken Grandma just has the vodka.
The vodka margarita.
No, there's a vodka margarita, and then there's the Drunken Grandma, which is different.
It has a different sauce? It has the sauce with the peas in it, which I don't understand.
I don't know. Maybe the same. I don't know. Maybe the same. I just know that yeah. There's two pieces that have like the same sauce, but I think either the crust is different or the way it's cut
Oh, I don't know. I think it may be the way it's cut.
is different.
Anyways, today we had the Drunken Grandma. The Drunken Grandma. Happy anniversary. Your painting stripes. Did you save your stencil? Oh my gosh, Renee. I do have my stencil. Over here. Am I going to use it? Probably not. But I do have it. What's on the Drunken Grandma? I don't know. Peas on pizza sounds gross. Okay, y'all go to Tommy's Pizza. Look it up. Tommy's Pizza, Rankin, Georgia. I'm sure the menu's online. And you can see what's on the pizza. But I will tell you this. People waited in line for hours to get his pizza. And I just was like, not that. I wasn't that hype over it. I was okay waiting. It's pretty good. Certain pizzas. But I was not, like, I just got, I'm just, can't wait. But there are some people who think that highly of it. Look at that. Look at that. It's so good. It's so good. All right, I'm gonna get a different brush for the white. My cord's caught in my brush. Caddy. When I tell you I don't know what's on it, I don't know what's on it. Your painting stripes. Oh. I saw somebody respond. There are movie studios in Wilmington. Nights. Yes, I remember that. Sorry, I need some water on my brush. So we're going to go through here and paint our stripes white. Try not to drip my paint either. That was a little rough. That was a lot rough. Forrest Gump was filmed here too. That's awesome. Yeah, I know Forrest Gump was filmed in quite a few different places. I know Love Seafood in Richmond Hill is where some of the Bubba Gump shrimp parts of the movie were filmed. Pretty cool. I almost put that right in the blue. I probably could have used some tape, but anyways, so people in the Georgia group, they're going on and on and on. Tommy's is still open, still doing great. People love the pizza. It's definitely different and unique, which sets it apart from the others, which I think is exactly what he set out to achieve. And he got a whole town to talk about him. Hello, 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 April Kittle. What is up, everybody? Welcome. We're painting the basket portion of our Saluting Uncle Sam. And I'm just going around, not really staying in the lines at all. That bottom line looks really bad, but that's okay. Probably have to go over this again anyways. I mean, how cute. How cute, how cute. Okay, let's paint our letters white. And these are these are tabbed in this little piece right here. Just like so. Hello, Pam Brown. Hello, everyone. Y'all are super quiet. What should we chat about? What should we chat about? I feel like if I open the door, somebody's going to create a conversation. Just like so. Whoops. Whoops. I'm here with my chocolate coconut crumble coffee. What? What? Chocolate coconut crumble coffee? I don't really like coconut, but maybe with chocolate it could be good. Maybe. I can't see comments on replays of YouTube. You have to switch your, there's like a little way you have to switch it. It should be there. If they saw your chat from yesterday, we could talk about weather. Who wants to do my homework? Let's chat about that. Well, Jean, what is your homework? I mean, if it's a discussion, does it constitute cheating? Just wondering. Mary, you know the answer to that one. I'm not even going to answer it. I have multiple siblings. One of them was just standing across the counter. bench he sat on is in Ohio. My daughter took my husband there when he visited. She has a picture of it. They also took took a tour of the penitentiary where Shawshank Redemption was filmed. Oh. Am I getting those storms? No. Sick of storms. Same. We just had to clean out springtails out of our pool, which was, by the way, not fun. No fun. Let me see. Let's see. I'm going to do the stars. The stars. There are 4 of them. I'm going to do them yellow, and then there's a great big star right there. It's a book study on project-based learning. I say group collaboration is not cheating, right? How close am I to Augusta, Georgia? About 3 hours. My friend Candace lives in Augusta. What are springtails? Google it. Springtails in the pool. They're awful. We just got our power back on half hour ago. Trees are down. 88 in Alabama. Ugh. Ugh. 88 in Alabama? Well, that's no fun. It's been warmer here. I mean, it depends on how warm you want it to be. Sometimes the warmer weather is not good for storms to form. It's a possibility. Your son is stationed in Augusta right now. Yeah, that's not far. That's not far. I haven't been to Augusta in a while. I have a really good friend that lives there. And I just found out recently that she's going to be closing her store. And she's going to start doing like custom work for like furniture painting and stuff like that. He said it's really hot. Yeah, it is 100% really hot. It's been hotter than a well digger's butt in Bama. Oh gosh. That is too much. It is too much. Girl, that's too much. This is gonna be white. That's funny though. That's so funny. Your kids are and you are supposed to be in Florida right now, but you put it off because it's too hot. I'd be going. It's only gonna get hotter. Here's the thing. I love the hot weather because I can just go inside and get in the air conditioning, or I can jump in a pool, or I can go and sit in the ocean and like get cooled off. I love Florida. Love it. You're having a storm right now. Oh. Where am I located? In Georgia. I am located in Georgia, in the South. Doing my green leaves. I didn't need all that green paint for these leaves. You live in Florida and it's been beautiful weather. I love our weather here. I can say this though, I've not been to the Hilton Head or Georgia Beach in probably 2 years. I think it is, maybe 2 years. I told my husband, I said, at this point, if I'm gonna go to an ocean, it is not going to be the one that I live near. Because it is not my type of ocean. All right, so flower and the green leaves. This is going to also be yellow in the middle. Go ahead and highlight that little area there. Some of the rest of this is going to be a lot of like detail work, but it's worth it. Look how cute that is. Okay, our bird. Our birdie is going to have a yellow beak. A yellow beak. My comments keep disappearing. I'd be going to if the hotels would come down in price. Oh, it's peak sun. Peak sun. Prayers for your son. I just read that. It's peak season probably. That's could be one of the reasons why. Oh, you're going to babysit Sweet Oakley. Oh, I cannot wait for you to go. How fun. Chicago Fire is killing you tonight? Oh, I don't watch that. Is it a spinoff of like, what is it? Isn't there like a cop show or something? Why do I feel like it's a spinoff? I could be wrong. All right, we painted our bird black because it's kind of crowish. Thunder and lightning. I'm trying to watch you and Chicago Fire. Oh, show Chicago PD. Is it? You love the Chicago shows? I think my husband was watching them and I tried to watch them and I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. All right, let's do our stand. I'm gonna use a sponge for this. For the stand. I'm gonna do it blue. You love all the Chicago shows? So I think it was Chicago PD. Or something like that my husband started watching. With the guy with the raspy voice. And I kind of felt like they were corrupt. And they did a lot of like not like good cop things, but then they did some good cop things. But then I feel like a lot of people kind of got away with stuff and there was like, I don't know, there was corruption. Like people like poof disappeared. And I was just like, I don't know how I feel about, like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. But then again, I sit here and tell you I was watching The Walking Dead. So who knows? It's vivid blue. It's vivid blue. Vivid blue. All right, painted those. Let's do, so this does not need painted. The face and like the beard needs painted. The nose and the hands. Pieces go on here. Let me go ahead and do those pieces because I feel like those need to be done. And I'm just going to paint them white. Just like that. Y'all, am I correct about that same episode, like those same episodes? No coffee? No. No. That's Voight. I'm a SVU kind of girl. So I feel like watching episodes like that is like cheating. I'm being dramatic, but you know what I'm saying. Shady Stuff, is he still there? Like, is he still on the force? Just curious. Is he still there? Because I feel like somebody needed to just be like, sir, I don't know. Maybe he did change. I have no idea. I did always feel like what's up with his, I'm being judgmental. Any idea where I can get napkin bundles? There are some people on the internet that sell napkins still. I'm not exactly sure who. A couple of them. If you go on Facebook and you search napkin bundles, I bet you somebody's page is gonna come popping up. I'm going to paint our basket handles brown. Just like that. And then I'm gonna wipe them back. This is burnt umber. We have a bunch of napkins. I just feel like I have so many different ones that I would just have to do mystery. It just would be a mystery. Because I don't know how many quantities I have very many of. But I've thought about working on that for like next week. I'm gonna go over, oh, the cops are running down the street. Do you want a lighter brown over the top of this? That's that sable brown. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do the shirt, like a khaki kind of color. And I thought about doing the yellow mixed with the brown. We shall see. Let me get a different brush for that. I had to get a different flat brush. All right, so I've got this yellow ochre. I just took my finger right in the white paint. How are the grandkids doing? Good. Oh, Talisa has some. I don't think I'm gonna like that. All right, I'm just gonna go over this. It's the yellow ochre with a little bit of that brown mixed in. Now, the beard is going to be a different color. The suspenders are gonna be a different color. The crow goes over the top of this. I feel like this kind of looks primitive. I feel like it's a good fit. Let's go ahead. I feel like I need to mix the color or we're gonna be in trouble. If I don't get it right. It looks pretty close. I think the blue will cover that, so I'm not so worried about being in the lines. I'm not really sure about the beard, so I'm not gonna overthink it. But I definitely want this to be a specific color. Okay. And then we're gonna do the sleeve up here. That's gonna get covered. I think it's good. I think the colors are decent. All right, I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna run through these little lines here. So we gotta do the blue. And we want to clearly identify the suspenders. We also want to identify the body of the Uncle Sam. And let's come through right there. And across there. That gets glued. And then the face. I'm scoring it pretty good. And then I'm gonna go across the hat. Right across there. Okay, let's put our little basket on so we can kind of see what's happening. Might need to add a little more brown. I learned my lesson from the other one over there that I need to think outside the box here. Okay, let me get an oval. Let me get a rounded brush. I'm gonna use this one. Gonna mix me up a little bit of that brown. And I'm gonna go around. Just lightly kind of go over those. Mix some water. And I'm gonna do the same thing around everything else because I feel like it just needs to be just a smidge deeper, but I'm still adding a little bit of that yellow in there. Cute. A little bit of yellow and some water. And I'm gonna come right through. It was looking kind of like brown mustard color, like a brown mustard color, and I wasn't loving it. So I feel like it needs to have just a little bit more brown. There we go. Now let's do his other sleeve. And right over here, I've just mixed that color the yellow and the brown, and then I've got a little bit of water mixed in. Definitely think it's going to be so much better. There we go. I feel like that's better. This side is looking darker than this side. For sure. Just a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna do a suspenders. I'm gonna do a suspenders blue. I feel like the blue is so cute. Spin it around. That's cute. How do you know when you need to add water to the paint? It gets thick. You can kind of tell. If your brush drags quite a bit, like you start to feel like the paint is not flowy. I like my paint to be real kind of flowy. And this sits a little bit, the acrylic paint, if it sits too long and it doesn't have like, sometimes if you use like a gel medium or something like that, you can prolong the wet time of your paint. But I don't use any of that stuff, so I just use water. But you definitely will know the more you start practicing and painting, like, oh, I don't like the way this paint looks and feels, the way it's too thick or it kind of feels gummy. Because when I paint my paint on there, I want it to be super smooth. I want it to look like there's not a single brush stroke left behind. Like real smooth. Really. So when I have the light hit it, there's like, I see one little spot right there in the middle that I can see where there's like maybe a little bit of a roll, like a brush stroke. But for the most part, the paint is super smooth. So if I don't add water and I just try to pick this paint up on my brush and I start painting with it, you can kind of see how you get those globs where it's super thick? I don't like that. So I like to dilute my water or dilute my paint with a little bit of water. And then I will go back and pick that up where it was just super gloppy. And I will spread that out and mix it. And then it's just much smoother. A lot smoother than it was. And I'll just keep spreading that out. And I like to start most of the time in the middle, because it's easier to spread outward than it is to like drag your big glob from the edge over. So I typically start with the outside and then I work my way. I start with the inside and work my way in. Should I just say okay, start with the outside, the inside, and work my way out. Y'all, I cannot talk. So it looks just like so. And usually I can tell if there's any streaking, and you usually can go back and fix that. I also think I'm gonna do this band right here, blue. That color of blue is so pretty. So I'm gonna get a little bit of that blue, a touch of water, and I mean just like a little. And I'm gonna come and lay that down. And I also think that your brush matters sometimes, depending on how your bristles, if you have really rough bristles like a scratchy brush, you're not gonna get very good smooth coverage. A finer tip, like finer bristles, are gonna work so much better. Just like that. Sometimes I forget my own tips and I do stuff wrong. How cute is he? So cute. All right, now we're gonna do red and then red, white, and on the top. We're getting really close. Real close. All right, let's do, I'm gonna use that same brush for the red. So my red, okay, here's a perfect example. So do you see how when I touch on my red, how it's got that cell that's dried on top. It's hardened, it's gotten that top coating, and the paint's not gonna run near as fast as it was before. You can see what's happening, and I've got it literally on its side. So this is where I would add water, because I can tell just by looking at it that I'm gonna have some thick, goopy paint. And you can kind of see, this is how thick it's become, just sitting on the plate. And so I don't really want that. So I'm gonna take and add a little water. So I just add a little water to my brush, and I can scoop me up a little bit, and I can really start to smooth that out. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I mean, if I can share little things that are helpful, the thing is at the end of the day, you kind of know when you do it more. It's why I always say practice makes progress, because the more you paint and the more you practice, the more you start to become familiar with, oh gosh, I know exactly what she's talking about. That happens to me all the time, and now I know exactly what to do. go ahead and get that right there. I definitely got out of the line on that one and on that side. Pretty sure that happens more times than it should. And so I've just scooped it up on my brush. You can see that. See how it's kind of thicker? It's thinner, and then there's a lot of paint at the top, like it's gathering. So it's not really at the top. It's kind of like, so as I lay my brush down, I'm gonna pull away, and then I can pull the rest of it away, and it's gonna pull it off of my bristles. And now I can take that paint that's there, and I can use the top of it to scoop it back up and spread it back out. Some people don't like to have a lot of paint on their brush, and then they don't have enough. I like to have enough. And then this one, same thing. See how my brush is kind of globbed up? So when I lay this down, I'm going to press my bristles down. And it's just gonna drag all that paint across that surface. And I can flip it over and do the other side. So just like that. And I like to look through the light source to make sure I don't have any like raised areas, because sometimes that happens. Okay, now we're gonna do this portion. So I need to get more water. Just gonna drop that water right there, scoop me up some more red, and bring it to the water. And now I have a pretty diluted back down red. Now I'm going to do this portion. And you can see my brush has got a glob. So the glob is gonna go down, and I'm gonna drag it. And it leaves behind that bubbled up kind of area. And then I'll flip it over, and I'm gonna drag it again from the middle, and then I'm just gonna keep taking and working it towards the outer edge. And if I need some more, like get in this corner where the salute happens with the hand, can come and get more paint. Just don't want to leave behind too much and create that paint roll. Is what I call it, like a paint roll. It creates like a paint wall. It's a stroke. It's a stroke path. And then I'm gonna flip it over and go right up against that again. And then I'm just gonna double check myself, because I feel like I got quite a bit happening. The goal is not to have brush strokes. Probably can't see the way that red, oh, there's a better, yeah. See how it looks so much smoother? The wet part, and then do you see the bottom down there? It just looks better. I did get out of the lines over here. Ain't really much I can do about that. Okay, let me figure out which brush I'm gonna use for the white. And I think it's gonna be this one. So smooth. If you guys aren't practicing, if you watch a lot of crafting and you don't practice, and maybe you do like occasional crafting and you feel like you're not confident in how you paint, you really need to practice. You really do. Okay, so see the white, I'm gonna use not my brush. So see the white, it's still a little wet, but see how it wants to lift up and it's real thick? It's starting to dry and it's holding the formation. That's really, I love paint like that, but I don't like paint like that when I'm painting stuff like this. So just like with the red and the blue, you add just a little bit of white and some water. And my paint water looks gross, but I'm gonna use it anyways for my white. So I've got this water on my brush. I'm gonna get a little more. You could use your spray bottle. I'm gonna get some white and I'm just gonna dilute it down. Still white. And I'm gonna come right over here and lay down the white. It's probably a little wet, so I'm gonna drop off some of that water on the paper towel and come back. And pick this up. Try to get that line straighter than it was because I got into the white line rather than staying in the red line. So you can see how that works. Do the same thing right here. So you can see how I dropped the white. I don't know, it's probably, you can probably see the bubbles, like the path from the brush. And I'll come back and get that and move it towards the edge. Same thing on this side. And then I will follow this path. For the edge of the white meets the red. Same on this side. Get a little out of the lines. That's not too bad. All right, let's scoop this up. Come do the last one. Just practice. The best thing to do is get you some paint and practice on like blank surfaces. Draw you some lines, try to stay within the penciled lines, and then get you something that has like score lines, maybe graphite paper that you've traced something, tried on different sources of materials like paper and canvas and cardboard and wood, computer paper, cardstock. You have to practice what you do. And I got out of the lines. And so I'm just gonna go through and try to clean that up just a little bit. I don't want to have to sand this to clean it up. So I'm just going to scratch it up. I wish I had like the micro camera that can see what I'm doing to make it make sense. Because if you could see it, you'd be like, gosh, that is so magic. It just cleans up your line. So good. So good. So good. All right, let's dry this. The only thing we have left to do is the mustache, the beard and the mustache, and the nose. All right, let's do our nose, and then we'll do our beard and our mustache. The hat's cute. I could probably use another coat, but I'm not doing it. All right, let's do the nose, the warm beige. Warm beige. And the hands, we'll have to do those. And then I'm gonna take a little, no, I'm not. I'm gonna do the hands first. I'm gonna do the hand. I don't know what she's watching, but it sounds like someone is whining. She would probably laugh at me if I said that. She heard me. I don't watch anime. I don't understand people who watch anime. It's definitely not for me. Oh shoot, I just touched my brush down on the red. But it's definitely got a huge fan base. And a bunch of them are going to like Comic-Con. And I'm like, they do like the whole cosplay, and I'm just like, it's not for me, but have fun. I don't understand. Hey, but it makes them happy, so whatever they like. I'm like, do you, boo? Okay, so we've got the nose. Let's do the beard, the face part, and the mustache. Okay. It's like the whole beard. It's the whole beard. All right, so we're gonna take our white and we're gonna mix it with a little bit of this. And we're gonna initially paint the mustache. Just need to make sure I have enough to go around. Do you choose the dark colors first and the lighter colors, or is just what you feel like? I look at it and go, what color do I want this to be? What color do I want this to be? So for this one, I was like, okay, we obviously know we're going to do red, white, and blue. Okay, we're going to do red, white, and blue. I knew the bird was either going to be a red bird or a black bird, but I didn't want it to be a red bird because there was already red going on, and so I wanted to do something else, which the designer of this file also did a black bird, which is really fun. And then I was going to do the light blue shirt, but I decided to do the khaki shirt because I felt like it would be a good contrast. And so when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, obviously we're going to have red, white, and blue. Those are given. And then it was just determining like the other colors that are left over. I feel like with the Americana primitive style, you get that really awesome gold/yellow. And so I wanted to do the stars yellow, the other stars yellow. This flower, I felt like it needed to be something that was not like a different color. So it needed to be something that was more vibrant. So you could have done like the lighter blue flower with a white center or whatever it is. But for this, something like this, it just depends on like the style. If you know the staple colors and you kind of already know what to go with, it's then determining what's your shade. What's your shade? Because there's like a bunch of blue shades. There's a bunch of like other shades that you could go with. And so I just went with more of like the brighter blue. And I also did the bolder green. I'm going to go ahead and paint the outside of this mustache. And I also did more of the muted yellow because I didn't want it to be the primary yellow. No, I didn't feel like that worked for me. But and then when it came to this color, I wanted it to be like, I wanted to mix the brown and the yellow so I could feel like I could get a vintagey kind of brownish yellow, but it didn't look good. It just looked like, you know, that Dijon mustard color. I just wasn't a fan. So I changed it. All right. So we're just gonna go over this. And that's gonna dry and we'll come back to it. And now we need to do this part here. And for that, we're gonna take a little bit of this warm beige, mix it with that white. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. It's got some red tones in the water. I think it'll be fine. And then I'm just gonna get a little bit more of each of those and mix them in. And then we're gonna go and do the middle and work our way around the outside. And the sleeve, the cap of the sleeve will cover that. So I'm just gonna go right up to that. And then I'm just gonna follow along the edge with my brush and push a little bit more each time outward. And just follow the line. And then come back and smooth it out. Scoop up some more. And I try to keep my paint wet because that will keep you from getting like transition lines. That's where you've gone from like a wet to a dry or a dry to a wet. It doesn't always happen that I can keep my paint wet, but I try. And then I'm just holding my brush at an angle on the side, and I'm just gonna go in like this motion, like so. And that's gonna get, some of that's gonna get covered up, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that. But I am gonna go right up to that edge and come around. And scoop that. Oh, I got a little white on there. Here we go. It's not bad. Okay, I did get a little white on the blue. Right there, a little white right here. And then I got quite a bit of white right here. Which I got it. So it looks like this. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay. Is that everything? Is that everything? I think so. Okay, so we got our stand. Let me switch out my paper. I'll get a new paper. Okay. So, I have this really awesome tool right here, and I have these different little like distressing inks. And so I'm going to use this one. I'm not sanding this. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. And I'm just gonna add a little swirl. Put the lid back on here. And I'm gonna go around the edge of our Uncle Sam mustache and give it a little aging. Now you can use your brush, you can use whatever you like. And then sometimes I like to take my scratchy brush or a brush like this, and then you can just kind of blur whatever you did. And this is just like a Dollar Tree brush. And if it's too much, you can always sand it. All right, and then I'm gonna go and take and go around just along the edge of my little tool and go along the outer part of the beard. And it's gonna give him kind of an aged old man look. Just a little bit. All right, let me check that he's looking old enough. Just gonna remove a little bit with a wipe. Take that brush and smudge it. Use your own creative thinking. Like however you want yours to look. All right, let's do our nose. Just a little. And I'll sometimes use my hands too to just smudge it. All right, I'm gonna glue the nose to the mustache. And then I'm gonna add the paint color of the nose to that section there. You can kind of see there's clearly a transition. I make it look so easy. Psh, look at that. Look, you see how messy that is? But thank you. Thanks. All right, let's take our brush, not that one. I'm looking for the correct brush. All right, that warm beige where the nose meets. That top portion there. And then kind of right through here. Not perfect. That's what makes it have character, is the fact that it's not really perfect. Cute, cute, cute. And it's gonna go right there, but we're not gonna do that just yet. We definitely got it glued. Okay, so now we've got our, like the ends of our sleeves, cuffs, our cuffs. Our cuffs. All right, we're just gonna go over. See the little lines, how I just went over the lines? Gonna do that over here. These are a little bit skinnier, so it might be a little harder. And I'm just gonna dab. And then we're gonna pull off the cuffs. And our cuff looks kind of like that. Maybe just a little extra. Okay, so now we have our sleeve, our shirt, our overalls. We've done his beard. And this is a little bit harder to do with this tool, but I can pretty much maneuver it in a way that I think can work. If not, the trick is always to use something that allows you to blend and have a lot of control. And something that's more of like a painty brush, I call it like a painty brush, but you want something that's a little rougher bristles, whether it's a used brush already, something you've used a few times, something that has a coarser finish. I'm looking for my scratch brushes. There it is. My scratch brush has seen better days. You see how this is, and it's super stiff now. But I can bring it back, I think. I don't really recommend this, but this is my distressing brush. I mean, it's back to being scratchy and a little bit softer. So I can use the scratchy brush with my same ink pad. You can see how I just pick that up like that. And now I can go around these smaller sections and this is what you could do if you just don't have a lot of brush options or ways to distress. Just use a brush that has a scratchier outcome. Just give it a little love. There we go. The sleeve's pretty good. You can see what I'm picking up. Just like so. So if I try to get this in there too much, it might be too much, and then trying to get like in the corner with a rounded surface, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. And you don't always know that you're going to get it exactly where it needs to go. So this is kind of an easy way to add that. And I'll probably add a little extra right there. Definitely a little more beefy on that. And for sure right there. And then I'm just gonna go right here, and then let me spin this around. Right there. So you can see how it's turning out. Cute. All right, let's get his hand. Just a little smidge. Looks good. All right, so I'm gonna go back in with that scratchy brush. And I'm gonna do right there on that. Probably need to pick some of this up just a little bit. It was a lot. It's pulling some of the white paint. And so I'm not really liking that on my red. it's mixing the white paint that was dried on here in with the Distress ink. So I need to be a little more careful now. How that affects my red. Just a little bit. I definitely feel like it changed the color of it just a smidge. So let's come in with this. And let's do that right there. All right, I'm just gonna try to work down the connection of the white and the red. So if you can see how I did like one side. Just get the top. And then do your little magic. Smudge it out. There we go. He's got some character. Okay, so he's a little bit different than our one from last night. He's not super distressed. He's not super scratchy. He's just got a lot of like antiquiness to him. He's looking really cute. All right, let's do our star. One of my holes in my stars got clogged up with paint, so I need to clean that out. And just go around and around. And same with this side. Now this is like a little button. And if you want to add you some fabric to it, you can, like a little thread. It's completely up to you. I'm just gonna draw mine with a pen. And I'm gonna do blue. Okay, well, probably not that color blue because that one's really, really vibrant. Let's do a deeper blue. Let's do this one. There we go. And I'm just gonna go around my star. I said this one was gonna be so cute, and I think that it really is. Smudge it. All right, we're going to glue our star on because now we've worked our way down. And I'm gonna do it like so. And then I'm gonna glue on my cuff. Go like this. see. So cute. So because it's very one-dimensional and it doesn't have a lot of layers and pieces, we have to do a lot of these little extra bits to make it feel more like layered. Like there's a little bit more to it than what we thought. This goes on there. Okay. Gonna add this. Told y'all it started out kind of boring, and then I was like, but wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. I gotta get it just like centered exactly where it needs to go on the face. North Georgia had 2 tornadoes on the ground, or has 2 tornadoes on the ground. Oh my gosh. I am really, like, what? I saw there was some weather going through like the northern part of like Tennessee and Kentucky and like that whole little like stretch right through there. But oh my gosh, I am really sad to hear that about that area. I'm wiping this off and smudging it in the best that I can because I'm not necessarily loving how that was looking. Might have to get my antique wax. Okay, let's do our flag. I'm gonna go right down this line and that line and that one. Definitely there. And you can see like how it's looking. Okay. So the USA also just gonna drag over the top of them before I even like pull them off of here and give them a little touch of that. Let me get my little tool. Sometimes I have to kind of help it along. So it gets a little hung up. Where are you stuck? I see. There we go. All right, the USA a little. And we're gonna add us our glue. Don't like the way that looks right there. Hang on. Where does it go? I don't think it really matters. Can't see with the blue. I feel like the S should have went over a little bit more, but it's okay. It's fine. All right, let's do our stars. And I'm gonna pop these little guys right on out of here. Be gentle. If any of you guys ever order these kits that have like these little tabbed pieces, it's usually only tabbed in one spot and it's just enough to hold it in so it doesn't fall through our machine. And it holds it into this little piece so that you can, you know, make sure you have all your pieces. We've learned our lesson. Y'all, these will fall through in a heartbeat. And then everybody will be like, where's my stars? And these are $5 a piece to send. In case you did not know that. Like every time we have to ship something that's a replacement, it starts at minimum at $5. It's just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I cannot put a little stamp on it. It doesn't work that way. I can't just put this in a little envelope. It has to go in a padded mailer, and those are not cheap. Although we would think that they would be. They're just not. And so we put them on this little tabbed piece. Oh, my finger got stuck. Oh no. And then let's stick this one on here. There we go. Look at that. Right? That looks pretty decent. And then I think I want to add a little star. Let me see what my picture is. Come on. Link. Visit. Oh, I put it on the flower. I put it on the flower. That's where I put it. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that in a second. Do you have any upcoming pink classes? We do. I just haven't posted them. We just did our spring class with the mushrooms and the spring boots. And usually I will do like a free class kind of like on the fly. I am going to distress the bird with a sandpaper just a little bit because I feel like it's needed. And then I'm gonna drag through the wing. Just a little bit. And then I'm gonna get me my marker and I'm gonna do that black dot for the eyeball. We're gonna glue that little birdie right into place. You know that this is so super cute. And I know that some of y'all cannot wait to get yours. Trying to get this bird to line up. There we go. Just dragging through here. This here black. Let me glue my flower. How does it go? Let me spin it around. Goes just like that. Just like so. So cute. Scratching up the paint. Just like so. I'm gonna go around middle. Take my little distressor and go around the edge of our flowers. Here we go. Little star. You don't have to put the star on your flower, but I thought that would be a good idea. There we go. Okay, so this is gonna glue on to here. Let's do it this way. I'm gonna sand the little basket handles just a little bit. I just want to distress this blue just a little bit to where it kind of looks like they're little older suspenders versus something super new. I mean, just a little bit. And I just kind of like scratched along and made them a little old looking-ish. Okay, I'm gonna glue this onto here. And then just make sure that you have enough room for your stand and that it lines up. Properly. He's really cute. Okay, that's stuck. All right, now we're gonna glue him into the stand. And so I'm gonna add a little glue right through there. Just kind of like so. I think it goes like that. And then stand him up. Make sure he's not leaning. And he's so super cute. Isn't he so fun? Okay, so if you wanted to add a little extra pizzazz, you could always like add more highlights or lowlights. You could do a number of things. I did him kind of grungy, a little grungy like the other one, but it's definitely different. And I think the way that we just aged him, even though he's very one-dimensional, he seems like he's got more dimension than he actually does. So he's wearing a brown shirt. He's in that little basket. It's got a flag. I feel like our bird needs a little more distressing. There we go. Just kind of like so. Oh, thank you. Thanks, you guys. Isn't he so fun? I like the one I drew. I like this one so much better than the other one that I did. Oh, is somebody else having a baby? Somebody else having a baby? Thank you. Look how fun it is. It turned out awesome. I like the use of the ink to distress. I think I agree. You like his beard. Very cute. Thank you. I need to close this thing up. So I did put the link in the down below in the little chain link area. If you want to get this one, I would love for you to get this one and craft it, paint it, and show it to me. Show me how you display it, whether it's in your home, your office, on your mantle, on your kitchen island, anywhere. The thing that I'm using is just, if you look up ink distress tool, it's like a little stampy. If you use that, if you look that up, I have it linked in my Amazon shop. I just don't know exactly what the name of it is. But it's for like, it's like a distressing tool. You could watch me all day. Some people think I take entirely too long. I need to get on with it. I'm just like, you know, I get people are in a hurry. I really do. And I really do try not to be disrespectful of people's time. But I just got to tell you that I am crafting also for myself. And if someone wants to complain about the time, they can watch it on the replay, because then they can skip ahead to the very end and that can take them a whole 15 seconds to figure out how it turned out. But if I'm going to craft something, I really want to enjoy my time doing it. And sometimes I do, I'm like, oh gosh, I need to hurry myself up because I'm getting, you know, I end up getting segued off of what I'm doing quite a bit and into stories and everything else. But let me tell you, this doesn't happen in 5 minutes in reality. And for some, it takes you like a couple of sessions because you're practicing. I'm really proud. If you guys remember way back in the day when I first started doing like live crafting, not just furniture painting, because I could paint furniture and like leave it for a day and I wasn't, you know, didn't really have any issues. I started doing I was so nervous to do the live crafting with people. And I told this story very, very, very early on because I just wanted to be very transparent. And I always say the negative before someone else can throw the negative at me. So when people come at me and tell me like, oh, you talk too much, I'm like, yeah, I told people that like from the beginning. They already knew. Like, you've just got to catch up. So one of the things that I was so nervous about is the fact that I would not complete my projects, because I have been known to have a history of unfinished projects, which many of you guys can probably relate to. Is you start it, you're super hyped about it, and you start the project and you're like, okay, I'm going to go to bed, I'm going to finish it in the morning. Then you get up with a brand new fresh idea because you were up all night thinking about the newfound ideas that were suddenly on your mind. And so that was definitely a problem for me. And so I made myself a challenge that if I was going to do a live video and I was going to craft with people, that I was going to stay until it was done. Now, there's only a couple of times that I have I'll finish this tomorrow. We've done like a portion of our project and like completed something later. But for the most part, every single project, I'm going to say with the exception of maybe 5 of them, I did not finish or didn't go back to for quite a bit. I have been able to stay on task and complete the projects. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I have like attention issues. People tell me all the time, like, you are so ADD. I'm pretty sure I am. I don't know what to say to that, but I'm pretty sure that's probably typical. I feel like my brain is just different than other people's, and it goes with the territory. But nevertheless, I really wanted to challenge myself and just like get through a project. So it does sometimes in the beginning make me nervous when people would like say your crafts take too long or you're taking a really long time. I also do not have like a concept of like time. So I could be sitting here for what feels like 25 minutes, maybe an hour. And in reality, it's been like 3 hours. I don't know how to explain that to people when they're like, do you not have a watch? No, like it's in reality. In reality, you're not living in my reality. And sometimes I will look at the clock on my stove and be like, oh gosh, has it really been that long? So I don't know what disorder that is, but I'm sure there is one. I just don't have any concept of time. I feel like it's probably not a good thing. And that's another reason why I am definitely not one that needs to work with, like, I don't work good for other companies because I don't really have a good concept of time. So sometimes my projects would take a lot longer. And while I can do things pretty quickly, I get lost in the details. I have a lot of flaws and a lot of challenges for myself that I feel are simple, but they're very not simple to me. And so it's like when you put yourself out on the internet, you have to be like honest with yourself and be like, okay, make a list of what people would troll you over. And it's like, I started watching my videos back very early on and realized that I've tried to improve my face. I've tried to improve my eyebrows. I've tried to improve my tone. I've tried to improve my conversations. Every day is a work in progress. Every day is a work in progress. So I just cannot give myself anxiety over the things that I cannot fully just flip a switch on, and I just have to make progress. So I tell you all of this to say this. My projects and what we do here are very much my imagination and my vision. And I know so many of you guys say like, oh, I wish I could do this like you. I wish mine turned out like yours. I also want you to figure out what is your style, your technique, your method. And when someone looks at your projects and they're like, oh gosh, that's definitely Pam's style. That's definitely Kathy's technique. Like, I really love, and everybody's got their own like way, because I wanted to paint like so many other furniture painters so badly, and I was so disappointed when I never could get it. I never could get mine to look exactly the same. When I say exactly, never could get mine to be like a carbon copy. Sometimes it was close, and then I had to realize that I'm not them, and my art is my art, and my technique is mine, and my brushstroke is mine, and my distressing and all the things were mine. And so I always read the comments, and it's so flattering that people say those things, but I just want to be like, no, you don't. You don't want to do it like me. You want to do it like you. You want to do it like you. And so I want you to do your projects like you. Find you in your projects. And that's what I have done, like, for all these years, practicing and practicing and practicing, is to practice like me. Be inspired by others, be motivated by others, follow the tutorials, learn from their little techniques, but figure out how to put my own spin on it and my own outcome, because my stuff is never going to look like anyone else's. And I think that's what makes us all different. And we can all learn from each other too. So thank you. I'm so glad you like him. So we're going to call him Charlie. I feel like his name's Charlie. Although if you watch The Walking Dead, he kind of reminds me of Herschel. But I want to call him that because, Herschel dies. Sorry to ruin it for you, but he does. His name's Charlie. He just looks kind of like a chunky Charlie. And his bird is Lou. His bird is Lou. Charlie and Lou. It's so cute. So this is called the Saluting Uncle Sam. I renamed him Charlie. We're not going to call him Sam. But we're going to call him Charlie and Lou. There's my ice maker. Bless it. Definitely. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate it. So here it is. Super cute guy. All right. Are you here for a while? I think it's broken. Seriously, I think it's broken. But, okay. There better be a lot of ice. There better be a lot of ice. Let's go look. That was stupid. That was stupid, y'all. That was stupid. Let's go see. Ice maker, ice maker. What was that? There is nothing. Is it in here? There's no way it's that stinking loud. Hang on, y'all. There ain't no way. Something's broken. It's been doing that for a long time. That's ridiculous. It's usually this one that makes the noise. I don't know what that was. That was disappointing. That was super disappointing. Oh gosh. Sounds like it's coming. I mean, it sounds like it should have been bringing us some ice. You know? You know? All right, y'all, I'm going to let you go. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't really know exactly what we're going to craft. Hopefully it's under some kind of warranty. I mean, I doubt it. Maybe. We'll have to see, but I need a replacement. I'll have to call the company, LG. I'm going to have to call LG and be like, this thing's been doing this since the beginning. And usually there's ice, but not tonight. I don't understand. Anyways, tomorrow I'll be on to do something. I really want to do a YouTube craft for the YouTube friends because there's so many of them over there that don't follow me on Facebook and they miss a lot, and I really want them to feel kind of included. So maybe tomorrow I'll do a YouTube project. Don't be jealous. You can come hang out too. We'll figure out what we'll do. We'll do something. Tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, I know. I missed the weekend. Maybe Avery. Oh gosh. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll let Ave and Bugga. I won't craft, but they can, and you guys can maybe hang out with us if you want to. I think that they would love that, especially Avery. It's been a really long while since she's been able to craft with friends. And so I have the bugs that I cut. If you guys missed it, there's a little mini bugs, and there it did the big bugs. So I think that they would really love that. Obviously, the other day when we were making kebabs, Riley came in and said she wants to craft. And I was like, I'm crafting kebabs. And so she wanted to craft. Avery was like, oh, you're not really crafting. I'm out. So she went outside. Riley hung out with us. So I think that if the girls got to do that, they would really have a good time. So maybe that's what we'll do tomorrow. And then Friday we'll do something else. But thanks for hanging out and spending the evening with us. And if you want to get this guy right here, super cute. There's a link in the description. There's a link down below. The bugs are really cute. They really are great for a kid's room. And you could like even hang them if you wanted to, or put little sticky tack. There's so many projects you could do, but y'all be blessed, be inspired, and I will see you guys next